We will talk about 11 nuclear energy stocks today, but sharing their name is not enough. I want you to understand the entire process of nuclear energy, and I'm going to make you understand it in less than 8 minutes. So let us imagine that a nuclear power ecosystem is like running a high-end restaurant that is famous for its secret ingredient. Naturally, this secret ingredient is nuclear fuel, which is also called the yellow cake. This ingredient is obviously a form of uranium or thorium, but finding it involves deep mining and advanced chemical processing so that we can create this so-called yellow cake. For the mining part of this stage, we have two stocks, Hindustan Zinc and Adani Power. In late 2025, Hindustan Zinc became the first private company to publicly bid for uranium mining blocks. They are leveraging their deep underground mining expertise to partner with the government for contract mining of uranium. They also won a rare earth block in Uttar Pradesh in 2025, which is a precursor to thorium-related processing. The second stock is Adani Power through Adani Atomic Energy. While they're primarily focused on power generation, their mandate includes sourcing and processing nuclear fuel through international partnerships, potentially with the US or French firms. But this uranium cannot be directly used. It needs to be processed, and for that chemical purification process, we again have two companies, Navin Fluorine and Clean Science. As a leader in specialized fluorine chemistry, Navin Fluorine is essential for the production of uranium hexafluoride, which is a gas used in the enrichment process of uranium. Think of it as soaking your rice before you use it. Navin Fluorine provides the water to soak uranium. The second, Finotex Chemicals or Clean Science, are both being looked at for their green chemistry applications in the solvent extraction processes required to separate thorium from monazite sands. Think of it as curdling milk. Clean Science provides the vinegar needed to extract the paneer from the milk. These aren't game-changing products for either company, but it is a division that they can depend on. Now, once you've sourced the secret ingredient, you need a specialized pressure cooker that can handle the extreme heat and pressure to cook it in. This is the reactor vessel, which needs to be so high quality that it can handle these extreme loads for decades without a single scratch. Two stocks stand out here, Larsen & Toubro and Bale. L&T is like the head engineer for your kitchen. It has contributed to all 22 of India's operational reactors. They are basically the only ones capable of building the entire pressure cooker alone. Bale, on the other hand, builds the massive turbines and generator islands that turn the steam into electricity. So nuclear reactors don't produce electricity directly. They produce steam in L&T's reactors, and then Bale comes in and takes that steam to turn turbines, which in turn produce electricity. Now, just like a kitchen, the chef cannot do everything. So if Bale and L&T are the two head chefs, we have a massively important sous chef called MTAR Tech. The reactor needs thousands of tiny high-precision parts, pumps, valves and fuel rods that must be perfect down to the micron and need to be periodically maintained and changed. MTAR Technologies provides the fuel ingredient assemblies and coolant channels. Think of them as the craftsmen making the specialized utensils that go inside the pot. ECIL is another company that provides the brain or the control systems and sensors, but it's not a listed company, just for information in case it ever gets listed. Now, you've managed to create the entire setup for your restaurant, but you need a team to run the plant day to day. They're the entities that actually run the restaurant, manage the safety and sell the meal, which for a nuclear reactor is the electricity to the grid. The primary company here is NTPC. While traditionally a coal giant, NTPC has formed a joint venture with NPCIL through Anushakti Vidyut Nigam to own and operate nuclear plants. They are the main future owners of the private nuclear shift. Now, as with most restaurants today, delivery makes for most of the revenue. So a power plant needs delivery agents, and they are the likes of Power Grid and Kalpataru Power. Power Grid Corporation is like the national highway system for all electricity. All orders must use its roadways to make it to the final destination. Kalpataru, on the other hand, specializes in the high voltage transmission lines that connect remote nuclear sites to the big cities. Now, as a last step, a restaurant needs to make sure it abides by health and safety standards. And for nuclear power plants, this is extremely important. In a nuclear restaurant, you can't just throw the leftovers in the trash. They must be safely recycled or stored for centuries. The main stock here is HCC, or Hindustan Construction Company. They build the nuclear recycling plants and specialized containment structures where this waste can be processed. And that's how you run a nuclear restaurant. Let me know which industry you would like to understand next.